Good afternoon, and here I am again with a message from my guides for you on Wednesday, the 6th of May, 2020. Today, it seems that they want to express to you how important it is to look at all your possessions and how much time you've spent, meaning working, earning money, to be able to buy stuff, especially stuff that you don't need. And they want you to take stock at this current economic time of Earth, where many people are going to have hardships, and see what you can do with the stuff that you have that you don't need, that maybe you can barter for other things. So here we go. Okay. Wednesday, the 6th of May, 2020. Dearest DNA, what is it that you wish to share with humanity today? We wish to speak of economy and what that word means and what the word economic means. These are troubled times for many earthlings. And what do they make of their current state? What do they see as economic? What needs to change in their daily lives when it comes to what you term monetary exchange, and what will you be exchanging? You as earthlings get paid with paper and metal in exchange for your time. This paper and metal that you call money itself, as paper or metal, cannot feed you or house you. You exchange the paper and the metal for commodities, and you pass that paper and metal on to another. We feel that a bartering system will do your world economy a lot of good. Look at what you have that you could barter with. What do you, your friends or family have that perhaps you need, and what can you give them in return? Perhaps your elderly parents have a good crop of vegetables that they would care to share with you and your family, and in exchange, perhaps you could share a few meals with them and give them your time. Perhaps you have a skill that another does not. On your devices, many wish to learn new skills, and those who need your skills may be adept at a machine called a sewing machine, so you could exchange one skill for another. And has your time been used economically in the past, and to whose advantage? If you look at all your human possessions, how many are there that are necessary, and how many are there for showing off? The times now are for getting rid of possessions, meaning to use them as a bartering tool for those that have the means to purchase them, so you can buy the commodities that are necessary to feed and house yourself and your families. There are many, what you term plastic toys, that have been produced en masse for your children. And where are those toys now? Now is the time to replace the plastic and the filling up of the landfills with the said plastic, to rather filling up each other's hearts with experiences given through your time and energy. A baking lesson, a picnic, a walk in the park, time together, a building of a special toy, perhaps a wooden truck made with love from the father or the grandfather for the son, with the son, watching, so they too may learn. These gifts are gifts that are lasting. They will not land in a landfill. They do not require to be replaced with batteries to energize them, but the energy will come from your small humans as they make the sound of the truck as they push it through the dirt. the economy and the lack of a good economy can bring many people together and teach many lessons of what it is that humanity really requires. We feel that humanity has moved so far off its compass that it has forgotten what truly holds worth. Much to think about in your coming months and years. For we say, you are not out of the woods yet. We spoke through this one, Jill, to a lady who needed to find her purpose in life, and she was shown how to propagate plants as a living and to teach others the importance of this ancient practice. We encourage you all for your future economy to, where possible, invest in seeds, spades, forks, trowels, and rakes. Now is the time to be as self-sufficient as possible and learning where your food comes from. As we mentioned in a prior listening, humans' needs are very small, but their wants are many. We would like you each to take stock and see where you are overstocked in your life. Are you able to go through a new season without a new item of clothing, a new pair of shoes, new adornments? These do not define your spirit or your essence. You who are listening to this chose to be here on earth at this time of ascension. You knew that this task, this time around, would be a hard task, yet you accepted the challenge for your evolution. Time on your earth is so fleeting. This will be over like all the other centuries, and it'll be part of your earthly history. And before long, you will return to the all that is. And what will you say? How will you describe your adventure on earth? What part would you have played? This one, reading this to you, has realized that there are no victims, for we have shown her through her hypnosis regression sessions that she holds with her clients, that all experiences are chosen. So, as you have all chosen this time to experience what it is like to be human with adversity in place, there is no one to blame. No government to hold to account, for did you not vote them in? And how is your system pleasing you? Is it serving your needs? And if not, how do you wish to change them? For after this time, your needs will have changed, and your values, like your needs, at times need to be looked at. And that is why we say this is a time for stock taking. This is your adventure of one lifetime. What or how do you wish to assist mankind at this time? What can you do to make a difference to the system, to a new world, to a new way of being? For the old can no longer accommodate the new energy that has now been brought through. This is a time for the new and out with the old. This is a time to be realigned to what holds importance in your lives. We saw many families spending time with each other, listening to the laughter, having time for long conversations around meals, as there was no need to rush to work or from work. Families spending not only their energy but their essence with each other. And then we saw a quietness prevail. It was like many hearts were at peace. So, how will you once again embrace all the busyness at hand to drive the economy, and for what, or for whom, and to what end? How much is enough? We saw many fell in what the term you use, love, with a new way of being, this quieter pace, less stress, and more time with each other. Many people slept for the first time fully in years, and many rested from their constant hamster wheel of activity, like that little wheel of busyness. And so now we return to the economy. What is it that you choose? Do you wish to keep up with the Joneses, or do you wish to sleep through the night and have a loving exchange with your family, but with less materialism? What price are you prepared to pay to jump off this merry-go-round? Is the way earthlings been living sane or insane? Being told to buy and buy and buy what they do not need, just to be chained to a desk in order to pay for more of what they do not need. So, this is truly a time to reflect. It's a time to plant seeds, literally and figuratively, as to what you and your families now choose. The choices are yours. They've always been there, but one has to lose sometimes in order to gain. We wish you well. Until next time, Amen. So there you go, guys. They have given you a telling off or words of wisdom as to what it is that you need in your life. How much do we need? And where do these needs come from? Why do we feel we need to have all this stuff all the time? Is it because that builds us up, makes us feel better? And is our neighbor doing it to keep us up with us? And then are we doing that to keep up with our neighbor? So where does it begin and where does it end, this craziness? Time to get into the garden, get those vegetables going. I wish you all well. Hello, Michelle. How are you? Nice to see you here. And please don't forget, on 4IAM Universe Facebook page, this Sunday at 8 o'clock New Zealand time, we are having a chat, Tony and Michelle. A medium will be interviewing another medium. So if there are questions that you need, we'd love to hear from you. And thank you for listening. Cheers.